and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Brad, we've already did a video on just lumbar stabilization exercises.
Sure.
Now these are a little more advanced. The ones we just showed, and I'll link up to that in a few minutes, but those were with you laying on your back.
Sure.
And now these are going to be on your stomach and then progressing to even on your knees and even standing.
All right, so it's going to focus more on the muscles on the backside.
Right.
Right.
The whole thing while you're doing these, Brad, is you want to keep the spine in a neutral position.
Sure.
You don't want to be bent too far this way or too far this way. So on the human,
Yep.
you want to,
Sure.
You want to show Brad?
Okay. So if I'm overarched,
Right. Hyperlordotic. Yeah.
hyperlordotic is here, and if I'm the opposite direction, have that flat back, it's here. We want to get right into a neutral
central,
position,
yeah.
so I can shift my pelvis either direction, and I put myself right in the middle and lock it up, so to speak. You think that you have a cast or a brace around your back, so you cannot move that, but you're going to do it with your muscles instead.
And you know what, I'll link to the other video right here because we went over that in that one a little more detail
sure.
and showed you how to do that.
Right.
I don't think we need to spend the time on this one to do that again. All right, let's go ahead, let's get rid of this. And we're gonna go ahead and start off with supine. Let's grab a pillow.
Bob, come back here.
Okay.
Here.
All right, let's start off. Do you want to do when I talk, or do you want to go ahead and do it?
Yeah, I'll do it, Bob. I'll do the work on this one.
Okay.
I won't fall asleep, that's for sure.
Now the first one really isn't that hard. This is just single arm, Brad.
Yep.
So you're just starting to warm up here a little bit. So he's just going to lift up one of his arms. Yep, and you're starting to get a little bit of strengthening. And then you can go ahead and lift up one of the legs, Brad. Good.
So we're going to, not like this.
Yeah.
Straight leg.
Yep. Going like
this.
10 times. Yep.
One thing nice about this, Bob, it's also going to do wonders for your posture.
Yep. All right, now we're going to progress to single arm and single leg, opposite arm, opposite leg.
Okay, so my right arm's going up. I like to do it thumb up, and my left leg goes up. And you can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm straining a little bit more because this is not easy. Much harder than it looks.
Okay, why don't you show the other one, Brad?
Oh, yeah. Otherwise, you walk in circles if you don't do both sides.
All right. Now it gets a little more difficult. Now he's going to do double arms. This is the Superman, right, Brad?
Yeah. So up like this.
Superman.
I think you Tom Sawyered me into doing this, Bob.
Our audience probably doesn't even know what that means, Brad. Okay, now do double legs.
Well,
Can you do this or not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got to concentrate. And on this one, you don't even have to get your legs up in the air
Very high.
far. Those muscles right now are working
You're
quite
kicking
hard.
up right away, aren't
Yep.
they? Mm-hmm. All right, Brad, now do you want to do the piece de resistance? Go ahead and do double arms and double legs.
No, this is a challenge.
This could be okay on your back?
Yep. I'm just not going to go so high. I can
Okay.
feel it right there, and I'm not going to go any higher because that's all I need.
Yep. You just as soon as you lift that arm off and that leg's off, you've got the.
Yep. Again, when the arms are up like this, it really makes it advanced.
All right, Brad, I'll take over now.
Okay.
Since you've done some work, very little, but all right.
Wow. Feels good to
Take
get
that.
up.
So now we're going to go into the quadruped position here.
Hands and knees, they call it.
So these are a little bit more difficult.
Sure.
So we're going to go ahead and do single arm on this.
I better get out of your way, Bob.
Keeping, I like to keep the head kind of in this good posture too, by the way. And again, I'm trying to keep the back. I'm not, hyperlordotic. I'm not rounded out like this. I'm right in the center.
That neutral position.
Yep. So we're going to do each arm. We can do it 10 times. And now we're going to go ahead and do single leg.
Right out here. Trying to get that leg nice and
If Brad was
straight.
back there, I could karate kick him.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll have my mouthpiece in.
Yeah. All right. The other leg. Okay.
And notice how he brings out, holds it just for a second, and brings it back down. It's just not whipping it out and kicking it wildly.
Now, with all these, Brad, you're not going to want to fire up your back pain with this. So,
Exactly.
You want to make sure that you're not increasing things and and
This
so
is
forth.
after the pain part is gone. You're going back to the strengthening aspect.
Did we ask people to subscribe yet, Brad?
Well, I don't think so, but there's a little red button right over here. We really appreciate it.
I'll point to it.
There you go. Like a pointer dog. Yeah, and we'll give you a video every day. That's
Every
gonna
day
have-
we upload a video,
Yep.
and it's on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free, so it's worth your time.
You just wanted to do that so you get a break.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
you?
right. I gave myself a little break. Okay, now we're going to do single arm, single leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so kind of a pointer dog, right, Brad?
Exactly. Nice and
So-
straight here. Here. This is much harder than it looks.
I have more trouble on this side than the other side.
Yeah, I
don't know
see
why.
that.
Isn't that interesting?
He's doing a nice job of keeping his back in neutral. There you go, really stabilizing that. Bob does a lot of weightlifting and core work like this, don't you, Bob?
Yep.
So-
I don't do this one in particular, but I do enough stuff that it helps when I do
Right.
have to do it.
You
so.
can't do everything, can you?
Right. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get up into the standing position, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, as a joke, you could do double arm and double leg in that position.
We forgot to do
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
right.
We'd go to be
So-
in Las Vegas if we were doing that.
That's right. All right, now in this position here, again, you're working on, this is where you're trying to translate this into real life.
Right.
When you're actually doing things.
So these exercises here, you don't
This
live
is the
like
stuff,
that.
right.
You're up on your feet.
So now that you're starting to feel like that core is a little stronger, you can keep your back in that neutral position while you're doing things. And one of the things, you want to be able to do this while you're doing a forward lunge.
Sure.
So I'm keeping my back straight, I'm lunging forward here, and then I'm dipping down like this. And this kind of gets close to something more functional now, like if you're going to lift something off the floor, Brad.
Sure, exactly.
So, and I can do the other side.
you might
going
need a
down.
table for a little balance or hold on to a cane.
Yeah,
depends.
it's difficult to do to start off with.
Go ahead, grab our pipe, our power pipe.
So, I mean, because it's a lot of people, for one thing, well, Brad, why don't you show me doing it wrong first?
Yep.
A lot of people will do this and they go like this too far forward like
The
this.
knee should not go past that.
Yep. You want to just go dip down like this.
Yep.
And that's where you might need something to help balance you a little bit.
Exactly. You can vary the intensity by shifting the back foot farther back, makes it a little more aggressive.
Because, and again, I'm going to show you how this translates right, Brad, into a lift actually. Sometimes we go down like this, and this is a great way to lift. Look how straight up my back is the whole
right
time.
Here. Look at that plumb line there.
Yeah, as opposed to doing this. You know, round it out and going back.
Going right
you can
back.
also do reverse lunges, Brad, where you actually go back like this and then down.
Sure.
And reverse, back and down. Again, keeping my core strong the whole time.
Right.
Keeping my back, you know, in that neutral position the whole time.
This will get your legs tired as well.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I want
breathing
you
a
to-
little bit.
Yeah, you want to think about the core while you're doing this, because that's what the whole purpose of this exercise is.
Let's go to a couple planks, Brad.
Sure.
Why not? Let's go, you know.
Should we walk the plank?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I watched one of those movies the other day.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you some basic planks, the one where there's no movement to start off with, and then we'll show you a couple advanced ones,
Sure.
Brad. So the basic one here is, you know, you're just holding it like this, and
Right.
this is one that a lot of people know.
Keep that body nice and straight. Everything in here is nice and strong, and just visualize yourself in that real strong
Can you see
position.
me shaking a little bit, Brad?
Yeah. Hold it for another minute, Bob.
Okay. Then there's also the side plank. You're going to go up like this, Brad.
Now this is pretty aggressive, particularly if you're recovering from a back injury. Do not do these if they create any back pain.
Right. All right, now I'm going to show you some more difficult ones, Brad.
Sure.
And these could be hard on your back, so I want you to be very careful if they are.
Right.
So now you're going to be like this, and you're actually going to reach up like this, Brad.
Yeah, so you're putting a rotation component along.
But this really works the abdominal and core
Yep.
and lumbar stabilization.
You can tell when we're grunting on these,
Yeah.
we're working.
And obviously I can go the other way too.
Yeah, this is I don't know if
You
this
can
is
see
your
it
good
from the other
side or your
side.
bad side for the viewer's point of view, you know.
Okay. I'm not done yet.
Oh,
And I'm going to show
you
another
are
one.
ambitious today, Bob.
Okay. This is, again, one that you say actually bothers you. So, and Brad has spondylolisthesis. So, this one right here, you said? Would
All
bother
of
you?
these, all of these planks do.
Oh, they do.
I've tried them and I get sore for a few days. I just don't do them. I
Yeah.
do other options.
Yeah, if it's making you sore, it's not worth it.
Right.
So, but this is one. This works really the obliques pretty well. But you start getting a little, and there's people I think that even if they have back pain could do this one, Brad. You know, later on.
Yep, be cautious with it.
Depending on which one, you know, type of back pain you have.
Yep.
So again, I'm going to level it out. And do the other side too.
Yeah, you want to keep it balanced so you don't
Yeah.
start walking like this.
All right. Those are some advanced exercises. Again, I don't want to, have you making comments below that this increased your pain. So start off real slow. Start off with the basic ones and see how that it works. You got one of the old hearts, Brad.
Yeah, Bob, and this is what, we're going through all these tough exercises, and even when you work this hard on your back problem, I don't think it's going to help fix the broken heart.
Yeah, we can fix just about anything except.
Right. I'll get that, yeah.
broken heart.
I think I can work, just fold it. There we go. There, it's
A little
fixed, see?
origami.
I think that's going to work.
Isn't he great? Thanks.